first saw Rainshadow back in 2012. Went for a walk with my wife up at Malham Cove, and it was a pretty miserable day actually, and there was just one lone climber working this route up the centre of the cove, and it turned out to be Jordan Byers, and the route was Rainshadow. Yeah, I was just blown away by it really, it just looked incredible. I hadn't been to Malham for probably 15 years or something. That was when I first decided to get back into climbing. Had a few sort of injury problems in 2014, so didn't climb that much, but then by the autumn of 2014 I was feeling good and basically spent pretty much a 4-month period training. First went up in February of this year with Simon Lee, and I was going to get on the back route actually, thought do something easier, sort of get my confidence up, but Simon persuaded me to get straight on Rainshadow. It sort of breaks down into 3 sections, like a route 8A plus, so like a poor rest, into like a 12-move font 8A boulder problem, and then straight into a route 8A plus to finish. Yeah, I was pretty shocked at sort of the difficulty of the boulder problem. The thought of being able to do it, after having done like an 8A plus route, yeah, it just seemed amazing. Yeah, I was all prepared for sort of a long siege, maybe over sort of 2 years or something. I spent about probably 8 or 9 days working the route before actually starting to red point it, and yeah, I just broke the route down into sort of 3 sections really, and then started trying to link the sections together, sort of working my way down the route. When I started red pointing, I was quite surprised at how long it took me to get through the crux. Kind of imagined, having done the crux to the top of the crag, that I might get through the crux a bit quicker once I started red pointing, but I probably didn't get through the crux section from the ground until about sort of day 5 of red pointing really. And then the first time I got through the crux sequence, I just powered out straight away and made no sort of impact on the upper 8A plus head wall. But funnily enough, later that day, the very last go of the day, I managed to get through the crux again and actually felt really good, and ended up falling off the very last move of the 8A plus route. Probably should have done it that day, kind of blew it really. I don't think I was mentally prepared. I'd given myself like a sort of 6-week period to sort of try and red point the route. I'd given myself 1 more day of red pointing if I didn't do it on this day, and then I was just going to walk away and do something else and maybe come back in the autumn. Yeah, I was just thinking, yeah, it's just not going to happen. And anyway, I went for like a little walk up the side of the cove, and just lay down in the sun and just basically went through the whole route really slowly. Going through the final moves to get to the belay, I just felt myself sort of drifting off to sleep, and just managed to sort of pull myself back and complete the route, mentally, and then just sort of fell asleep. And next thing I knew, I sort of woke up and looked at my watch, because I always time my rests to see how long I've been resting, and I'd been asleep for like an hour. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, I've never fallen asleep at a crag, and but I felt really relaxed, and basically, yeah, just walked down the hill and tied into the rope and red pointed the route, and it was just incredible. I felt I felt really strong through the crux, and a little bit pumped for the rest of the route, but totally in control. And it was, yeah, really almost like I'd sort of put myself into this sort of state of hypnosis or deep meditation. But yeah, it was an incredible feeling. I just, couldn't believe it. I mean, I've never wanted a route so badly in my life. Just like a dream come true. There's no other feeling like it really. That's what you why you put in all that effort really. An amazing feel of satisfaction. so happy that I've done it.